Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. And this is going to be a game between Cruncher, who is going to be the red Protoss here in the top left-hand corner, and Spanishiwa. He's got missing a couple vowels there. I've seen him called Spanishiwa before. I think that's what he goes for by. Anyway, I'm not sure what's going on there. But yes, this should be a very amusing game. There's been a little bit of hype recently about both these players, actually. Cruncher famously beating Hydra in the TSL and not beating Mondragon. Well, not possibly yet. I don't actually know. He hasn't actually played Mondragon yet. I made the mistake of saying so in the commentary I did with HD Starcraft. By the way, if you didn't catch that, I actually co-commentated one of the matches with HD of the HD World Tournament. Awesome tournament. I'm sure all of you probably already know about it, but if not, go check that out, of course, on HD's account, HD Starcraft. Anyway, so Cruncher's kind of been, coming up lately and showing that he's a really strong player to contend with. He's gotten into the NASL, the Nasal tournament, and we're hoping to see some good things from him, basically. In any case, and Spanishiwa, so he's going to send out a drone here, probably going to fast expand as his general tendency, and it is, as is pretty good on this map. This is Typhon Peaks, by the way, one of the new maps. Yeah, he's been kind of getting a little bit of a rep lately because he has a little bit of an unusual style, and so some people are kind of taking notice of it, and hopefully we'll see that style in this game, and you'll be able to kind of see what I'm talking about. Now, before I get too far into this game, I do want to say a couple things. Oh, tries to nail that probe and misses. That's unfortunate. Got a few hits on it, but it just snuck right through there. Squeezed through. Yeah, I just wanted to say a couple things. First of all, thanks everyone to all your support who's wishing me well going to create a cast Code A. If you do not know what Code A is, well, I'm not sure how you not, but Code A is basically the, I guess you could call it the minor leagues. It's the preliminary league that you play in. It also has its own prize money and everything, but if you win the top 8 spots in the GSL Code A, then you can play in the up and down matches to get into Code S, which is the big deal. So I'm going to be casting that. It's going to be totally awesome. And so thanks to everyone for their support. Now on that same vein, I've been making a really strong effort to cast at least one game every day, or upload a game about once every 24 hours. And I just want to say I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that, obviously, when I'm in Korea. So just saying, warning that I might not be able to. Hopefully I'll still be able to continue to upload games. I'm probably not going to be able to do it once a day. I'm going to try it for, once every few days or something like that. And I like that this drone, it's funny how Protoss, they can't really kill that drone for so long if you do a drone scout, because they have to block their ramp just in case that Zealot cannot chase that drone, and so you can't really go anywhere else, and they can't block it. Okay, finally is he gonna squeeze it through? No, he's gonna go for one last scout. It's not gonna get it. Oh, the stalker turns the other way before the drone. Oh, and is he gonna even patch? Oh, he doesn't even peg it with probe. That was actually a big deal by Cruncher to not kill that off. So that means he's going to be able to see everything. Now, he actually sent those units out with that drone there, I think maybe trying to put some pressure on, and now he actually saw, that drone actually saw these units come back, so he might know that it's not going to be, but maybe he might think there's hidden warp gates, and they're actually going to be a 4 warp gate rush. Anyway, so real quick, again, before the game gets too hectic here, again, apologies that I'm not going to be able to put out commentaries every single day, but I'm going to be casting 3 days a week on GOM TV, so you can watch me there as well, of course. And, of course, the VODs will be up in addition. Now, this is what we see. This is what Spanishiwa is kind of getting known for, is this mass queen strategy with spine crawlers to defend. And we'll see how it works. Oh, Stalker's going to try and sneak by. Oh, it does sneak by. Wow, and that is actually kind of a fault of this strategy going with mass queens, is that he can't really chase down that Stalker very quickly. Stalkers are very quick, so he's going to be able to get away from these drones chasing him as well. By the way, I am going to try and put up footage of other stuff as this Stalker finally gets pinned in by this queen and this other queen. Oh, looks like it's going to run off the creep and still. Oh, he's going to actually put down a pylon over here, and he's got those 4 warp gates about to morph. Yes, they're morphing into warp gates. If that pylon finishes, this Stalker will actually be able to provide vision to warp things in on the high ground. That is actually really good. He's got another pylon over here just in case. And is he gonna? Yes! The Queen's coming over to polish off that Stalker, and it's gonna have to run away now. Some Zerglings coming out. They're gonna try and, I'm not sure what they're going for actually. Queen's running away from Zealots. He's got one of his, actually his spine crawlers just being moved into the main. So he's gonna have to focus his defense on the main, but there is another probe out here. He could see that there's less. No, actually, there's just as much defense on the natural. He's built more. He's running his completed ones in here. Queen's coming in to try and deal with all these Zealots. There's a lot of Zealots there, though. And he's chasing, he's trying to go down away from, I guess he was going to try to run away from those spine crawlers. He does get away from those spine crawlers. He's going to relocate his spine crawler into his supply line. I like that move. And just producing Queens and Zerglings right now. Here he comes out with those 4 Queens. He needs to run away from those Zealots, though, actually. Zerglings coming in to buffer, transfusing the Queen to keep it from dying against these Zealots. Beautiful move. The Zerglings taking lots of hits as well, doing some damage, and the Zealots are almost all gone. And with, wow, that is 6 Queens now on the map. He's able to transfuse like crazy, picking off tons of Zealots. And the Stalkers, who actually warped in on the high ground, are actually forced to run down the ramp. He's now forced to engage down here where he's not on creep, because if he engages on creep, these Queens can engage. He's trying to be faster than that creep, and the spine crawler's running back down here, just chilling for now. Oh, loses a Queen. You see, that's why he needs to be on the creep. Otherwise, those Stalkers have too much of an advantage. In fact, he might even want to just put down a creep tumor right now, since he has so many Queens anyway, although he's only got a couple transfuses left. He's trying to burrow those from the top, and he can actually also continue transfusing the spine crawlers, producing more and more and more and more Queens. Tons of Queens! Jesus, and actually the beauty of this is that sometimes in a rush like this, when you're putting a lot of pressure on your opponent, you follow up with like a Stargate or something like that, and he can't do that. If he followed up with a Stargate, you know, oftentimes if you're making all Zerglings and Roaches or whatever to hold things off, oh, he's going to try and get vision on this high ground again. He's going to warp in more units. He warps in some more Zealots. He's got a Twilight Council morphing, and it's a nice position actually for those Zealots to get a lot of good surface area against those Zerglings. They do get a little bit surrounded now, but those Zealots are going to get tons of kills, do tons of damage. In exchange, it looks like he was picking off some more Zerglings over here at the front with those Stalkers. But that is the beauty of this, is now if he can't follow up with like Void Rays or Phoenixes or anything like that, because these Queens will own them really, really harsh, really, really badly. And look at this, he's actually got enough in the bag he can go for another hatchery. Dark Shrine is on the way, and an expansion for Cruncher. Wow, so really, really interesting. And it's funny that he can still keep this Zealot here in the gap in case of a counterattack. I like that move. He's actually going, maybe, he's rallying a lot of units here to the front. Well, I'm not sure where they were going, actually. But he's going to try and push in here, try and pick off a Queen. Transfuses that Queen. And it sounds like the name of a game show. Transfuse that Queen! And, wow, so he's crept up all of his main. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten any creep tumors down here, though, because these Queens just do so much better on creep. Here he comes in with his Stalkers trying to prod again. He's not upgrading Blink or anything right now, so I'm a little bit surprised by that. But, oh, was he? Oh, my goodness. Lair is almost complete. Dark Shrine is almost complete. He's going to have to be Psychic and Morph and Overseer right at the exact moment when that lair completes, if he's going to hold off these DTs that are about to warp in. 3 seconds left, and there they go. It finishes. 4 DTs warping in, 4 warp gates worth of DTs warping in. He's going to send 1 into the supply line at the natural. 3 go up into the main, or there's only a single Queen there. There's a lot of Zerglings up there waiting to move out. And what is going on here? Baneling Nest, Evolution Chamber. He's going straight for the hatchery in the main. He might need to run his Queens up there and transfuse that hatchery. Otherwise, he's going to lose his main hatchery. And what is he going to do it? He's morphing. He's transfusing the crap out of the hatchery. And there's an Overseer morphing above it. And there's just so much. Yeah, he didn't. Oh, man, this is actually huge. He actually morphed a lot of Overseers there. They're going to come in. Queens are going to be able to wipe the floor with those, wipe up those Dark Templar. The Dark Templar does see, oops, wrong vision there. He left him alive. That's kind of weird. And they're now killing Zerglings, so I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe he was chasing more down here. I'm sorry, I completely, whoa! As I was watching those DTs with the Queens in the main, I didn't see that he apparently, wow, okay, maybe he just ran them away. But I didn't see what happened there. It looked like he probably got a lot of kills at the expansion, though, because I didn't remember seeing him run a lot away. DT's going to run back in here. The Stalkers have fallen back to the natural in case of a counterattack. Good move by Cruncher. Wow. Anyway, so That was really clutch, transfusing the hatchery, and that was actually really big because that means that, he's got a Nidus canal. Oh, does he see it? He doesn't know it's there. Cruncher does not know that Nidus network is there, and apologies for the little bit of FPS lag here. Hopefully it should clear up in a moment. And oh my goodness, does he see it? Oh, he could put a Nidus worm down. Eee. Oh, where's he gonna put it? He has nowhere to put it in the back. He's got nowhere to put it where it's not gonna be seen, I don't think. This Overseer is looking around for a good location. In the meantime, Infestation Pit's almost completed. He's gonna scout around and what have you. He actually is gonna see that the Twilight Council isn't building anything. Oh wow, Burrow and Speed for the that's actually drops, I believe. I should know this. Pathogen. Oh, never mind. That's the. It looks so similar to the random purple globs. Oh, there it goes. Cruncher has no idea what's going on here. He's gonna, oh my god, he's gonna load up his queens and zerglings into the Nidus network. The Nidus worm pops out. He must hear it because he morphs in some units up here. He should probably morph in DTs though, more than anything else, because there's no detection over here. The Overseer is actually pretty nearby. Mass queens transfusing. Another Nidus worm popping out so he can get out units even faster. And wow, this is amazing. Mass queens and zerglings going to work on those gateways. And I'm not sure where his units are. His units are all over here. I'm not sure why he's not attacking with those units. I guess he doesn't think he can take on all these queens. There's the Overseer. He should really run in there, snipe the Overseer, and go in with some DTs. But he's going to lose his entire main. He's just sacking his main. He's going to sack his main and just come down here to the bottom. He's got his other tech buildings here, his Stargate, what have you. Should probably rebuild this stuff while he has the chance. But he has just completely lost his main due to that attack. That was amazing. Infestors are now out, and he's just mass queens and lings here. Infestors now out as well, coming in to join the battle. Now he decides to try and save his main. Now that the Infestors are there to fungal growth everything, Zergling's going to work. He needs to snipe that Overseer so the DTs can do some damage. The DTs get taken out. Some of the queens have, well, actually, no, I don't know if any of the queens have gone down, actually. Oh, that Colossus. Oh, Colossus! Oh, Colossus getting somehow stuck on the edge. A nice little hold here with the Stalkers holding the ramp. The second Colossus popping out behind it. But now he's got to take care of these queens. He's going to lose power to his Warp Gate. Warp Gate Singular. And his core, although that didn't matter quite as much, and he has completely lost his main here. Spanishiwa completely up in his main, researching Neuroparasite now. That is going to be awesome against those Colossi if he gets a chance to use them. I'm really surprised he's not putting any more pressure on here, trying to warp in some DTs or something to try and put some counter pressure on him. And look at this, he's just going to build a wall. Void Ray is out. That is interesting. I'm not... Well, I mean, I guess he didn't have any gateways, so he might as well use the production unit facilities he has, producing more Void Rays here. And that's really not the best thing to do against Infestors. Oh, I like that. He's going to put down some Infested Terrans back there to try and pick off some probes. Beautiful move. It's going to force him to be out of position. Oh, Neural Parasite on the Void Ray and the Colossus, flying them up is just going to bring them up to their doom. And before they can even run out, he picks off one, picks off the other. The Void Ray gets out of it just in time to die to those queens. Yes, dies to the queens. The Zerglings now pushing down, trying to power down. They do get through that gap, and he Neural Parasites the other one and brings it back into range of the queens. Beautiful move. Another Nidus Worm on the low ground so these Infestors and Zerglings can come in. If he loses this last cannon and he loses another Colossus and Cruncher. Cheese. Wow. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. You know, Spanishiwa is actually a friend of mine. I didn't, I talked to him sometimes on YouTube, and he didn't actually give me this replay. I got it off of Gosu Gamers, but this strategy has been kind of, I've been hearing rumors of this, and I hadn't really talked to him about it that too much. He kind of mentioned it, but wow, that was way more epic than I even would have expected. Mass queens and lings, and of course, what was he using his gas on with queens and lings? Nothing. So he just was able to make Nidus networks and Infestors and insanity. And look at that, Neural Parasiting the units that could kill him or that could hold out on this choke point and just literally just walking them up to their royal doom. Absolutely genius. That was really, really impressive. way to go. Nice job by Spanishiwa coming up with this cool new style. And you know what? That is the joy of StarCraft 2 is it's still new. People are still figuring out how to do stuff, how to make things work. Too bad we never got to see this Banley nest really in action that much. That would have been fun too. But yeah. Anyway, GG. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. And yeah, again, you know, look out for me coming up pretty soon. The 18th is the first day of broadcasting for Code A. I'll be on gomtv.net, so you can check me out there either live or you can do the VODs afterwards. Anyway, GG. Thanks for watching.